Hey guys, it's been a while for the series. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, I'm currently scratching my beard. Uh, yeah, with WrestleMania weekend, which WrestleMania 35, which actually was a really good show. I really enjoyed it, surprisingly enough. With that and all the other stuff, I've been busy. I got some new video games coming out that I'm really interested in playing in, so I'm gonna try and I'm gonna record in one big session, so hopefully I can get to Night of Champions, which should be fun. But yeah, let's just jump into Superstars. We only got 3 more shows till Night of Champions. Hopefully, we could do that. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so we have. I did not change the thing, so you might take a hit in terms of the attendance. I just realized, but whatever. Who cares? Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi, the United States champion, takes on David Otunga. Just for a second, just like I know this is. Imagine this being an actual dark match, like on WWE at this time. Like I don't even know how. Just not even during this time, just any time. Imagine if David Otunga fought Yujiro Takahashi, and Yujiro Takahashi was the U.S. champion. Whatever. Anyway, 68 C plus. Takahashi getting an 68. Which is pretty good. He's proven in performance. He beats David Otunga 7 minutes to keep the crowd a little happy. And then we have a video package, basic superstar stuff. Pretty much just, kind of like a promo video like they always do. I kind of creatively lack on Superstars, but I like to throw it in there. I was thinking of doing this, is like once Superstar officially gets to a B show, if you would rather just have SmackDown, please let me know in the comments or something. And if you actually do like seeing it, I do like to have some important stuff on Superstars, but not too many crazy stuff. So just like I said, let me know. Type it out if you have any opinions on it. And then we have a terrible match because Hunico and Camacho suck. The Second City Selfies defeat Hunico and Camacho when Colt Cabana defeats Hunico with the comboed beauty shot into a Colt 45. Second City Selfies getting some pretty good tag wins. Colt Cabana at a 62. So he's better than David Otunga on the pre-show. And Tyler Breeze getting he's improving in performance. So Tyler Breeze is doing pretty good. He might have a good career in the line for him, all things considered. And then we have an angle with Mark Henry, and pretty much Mark Henry just says, the reason he's been beating up Zack Ryder because Zack Ryder annoys the shit out of him with that woo get out of here crap, and that he's decided to induct him in a special wing of the Hall of Pain for annoying cruiserweights that need to step off their game. So just basic Mark Henry, I'm big bad promo. I think I mentioned it. I really liked Mark Henry at the time. Obviously I didn't think the reign of the Hall of Pain went to the extent that it could have, but it damn near came close. So that's always good. It might not hit of exactly where I wanted it or where we wanted it, but it's going there. So hopefully I can also rectify that by giving Mark Henry some time on there. And then we have a tag time match for the NXT Championship. Xavier Woods makes defense of it against Frankie Kazarian. Xavier Woods defeats Frankie Kazarian because Curtis Axel and Damien Sandow accidentally hit Kazarian when they're trying to hit Xavier Woods, and it allows Xavier Woods to win the match. 75 B-, pretty good match overall. Frankie Kazarian getting a good rating. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with Frankie Kazarian. I was thinking of checking him out in some tag situations via the game, seeing how he does there. Him and Xavier Woods have good chemistry as opponents, so that's always good. Let's see. Though they're getting tired by the match, so that could have used some stamina on that. But overall, like I said, good match. And then we have a segment in which Sting and Rey Mysterio are talking about Kevin Nash's situation. We don't know his current medical situation after he was just beaten the crap out of by Sheamus last week on SmackDown. A lot of people they don't know what's going on. Rey and Sting are just kind of pissed. And Alberto comes up and he's like, I didn't plan the Sheamus thing, but I completely welcome that. And eventually this leads into Alberto challenging Sting to a match on SmackDown. I know it's the same day, superstars, but I like to take it because it was. I like having it here because it's kind of like I liked having the B show in the middle of the week, and I might change that back once we get to an actual B show. But it's just easier to do this. So in the mystical world of WWE, this is before SmackDown, of course. Pretty big match. And in our main event, we have a pretty decent match. It's Dolph Ziggler and Chris Jericho defeating the team of The Big Show and Drew McIntyre. When Dolph Ziggler defeated Drew McIntyre, he pins Drew McIntyre, his rival, with the zigzag. Dolph and Drew getting the best ratings. Jericho and The Big Show getting, okay ratings. They're fine. Dolph Ziggler and Drew are actually learning some shit, so that's always good. And then we go to the last thing, which is just pretty much a basic, kind of like the opening. Just a video promo for AJ and Beth for their match coming up at Night of Champions. So 68B, Camacho was used too much. He definitely was, game. He definitely was. So I'll see you guys all for the SmackDown portion of the show. Alright, so we have a pretty basic pre-show opening bout with Damien Sandow just beating the living crap out of the Boogeyman because he's the Boogeyman and he sucks. And I like to give Damien some more pop going into that match. Next we have Sheamus coming out. Sheamus is going to explain why he did what he did. He comes out to loud boos. He's got the haircut, the lemon on the beer bottle look. Looks mean, whatnot. Maybe has the new theme song. Grabs the mic and he says, "Kevin Nash, fella, I know you and the WWE Universe want to know why I did what I did last week. I'll get straight to the point. I did that because I don't get the respect I deserve. All everyone on SmackDown is talking about is John Cena this, Zack Ryder that. I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. I could catch this in at any time, but all of a sudden everyone seems to care about Kevin Nash. Now, I don't like Alberto and Swagger, but they at least have one idea going for them. They can at least see Kevin Nash, Mysterio, and Sting for what they are, old relics of the past. Tonight, Birdie is going to be facing Sting, and I got his little friend Mysterio, and we're going to show you the future of the WWE." Drops the mic and, basic, crap like that. We're going to have a failed heel turn probably. Yeah, Jaded, who cares? Whatever. At this point, I can just pay them money and they forget about it. And we have a decent 89 A-star match in which Sheamus defeats Rey Mysterio with a bro kick in 85 seconds with Sheamus actually not getting that good of a rating, surprisingly. As Rey, Rey getting a 90 rating. That's pretty good. But overall, decent match to start the show off. Next, we have AJ Lee, Velvet, and Trish. They're standing around with Trish asking them if they know anything that happened to cheerleader Melissa and the Bellas. They clearly don't. And AJ's like, maybe Beth had something to do with it. Beth comes around the corner, Madison Lane in tow, they two are arguing with each other. And Beth Phoenix is, AJ Lee doesn't know what she's talking about. Why would I beat up the Bellas? I could if I wanted to, single-handedly, but I didn't. And why would I kidnap cheerleader Melissa? So no one knows who's kidnapped cheerleader Melissa and beat up the Bellas for some reason. Although I think we clearly have a suspect if you were to watch the previous episodes of SmackDown and Raw. But, people in wrestling are stupid and they don't think. We have a segment coming up. We have the next match is John Cena in action. A rare thing these days, taking on Ted DiBiase Jr. And of course, he just beats the living shit out of Ted DiBiase Jr. Ted gives a lot of offense in the 16 minutes, but it's mostly just John just beating him up, hitting him with multiple attitude adjustments for the win. You can definitely tell there was a kind of an issue going into this match. But then after that, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler run down together, and they actually are able to beat up John Cena. John Cena puts up a good fight, but the numbers game overwhelms him, and John is able to, he has to escape, so they didn't leave him on the ground, but that's better than nothing. And Drew and Dolph look at each other shocked, like, wow, we did something together without wanting to beat the hell out of each other. And it's the first time in a while that John Cena's actually been bested, sort of. Next, we have champion versus champion. We have Shelley taking on Xavier Woods, getting an 82B match, pretty good. But Shelley does defeat Xavier Woods following interference from Damien Sandow, the dastardly Damien Sandow. One of these days he's gonna get his comeuppance. And Shelley is improving her performance. That's always good. Next, we have the main event time. Pretty fast SmackDown going on here. We have Sting and Dolph kind of share a moment where Sting's kind of getting ready for his match, and Dolph's like, "Yeah, you know, I like you, Sting. Go and beat Alberto Del Rio's ass." And Sting's like, "Yeah, good luck with John Cena. You know, he shouldn't deserve to hold the WCW title. You know, which that's pretty much what the World Heavyweight Championship is. You know, obviously. So of course Sting's not gonna like that." But then we cut to the actual event, and we have... I actually thought this would do kind of better. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add him in the storyline, so that's probably why that did not do as good as it could have. Sting defeats Alberto following the match. We did have a Swagger run-in on some offense, but Sting is able to get the Scorpion Deathlock in anyway. And then at the end of the day, Sheamus comes out, but Rey does too, to kind of help Sting. And, you know, they don't really fight much. It's kind of just the two faces in the ring standing over the heels as they walk as the show ends for the night. And 89A, you know, kind of a lackluster SmackDown, but, you know, it's been a while since I've booked, so trying to build up the hype for the matches. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys for Raw on the next episode.